I love sharing our local history because so much of it, as Bettendorf continues to grow and Davenport and everything else, and it's getting so big, it's getting easier and easier to forget our past and forget our roots.
Now, there used to be a skywalk going from that building to this building right here. And then it became a mental health or a nursing facility later.
I'm very fond of the William Bettendorf family. And William Bettendorf was a multimillionaire industrialist and inventor. He had over 100 patents to his name alone, with 20 pending when he died. And he was one of the area's leading men for so long. And he built a house that hardly anybody can get into anymore. And it's been open for tours for the past 5 years. And it's great to be able to get in there and show people how it is.
It really is cool. It makes it have a unique feel to it. Feels like it's a very just special place to work. Just very cool. Has a sense of, there's no other place like this here. And then especially in the maintenance field, when something goes wrong in here, and I'm in the mansion part fixing things, that's an experience you're not going to get anywhere else.
I've always had an interest in it. I'm a local guy, and sooner or later, being a weird guy, I start finding weird things, and it just snowballed from there. We'll be talking about the haunted mansions of the QC, appropriately enough, and then that'll be followed by a roughly 20-minute tour of the mansion itself. The mansion has been virtually untouched since 1925 when I Masonic bought it. There's been some minor changes, and there's been some divisions of one room, but they're minor changes. All the original woodwork and things are still there, so you see very much how the Bettendorf family used to live.
A lot of the residents here say that they have seen the presence of two small children. They'll walk around the hallways and we'll talk to them at night. And we have 4 wings here, 2 levels, and rooms in absolutely every single floor on both levels that have no correlation with each other have all had reports of those same 2 children. There's also that picture of Mary Bettendorf in the office that allegedly, if we move, then a lot of things start going wrong around here. The only experience that I have had within about 6 months of working here was in the boiler room. At one point, I was down there checking some things out during a power outage, and as I was checking on the boilers, I felt a very heavy presence of 2 grown men kind of staring me down right behind my back. At no point did I ever feel threatened. It felt like they were very curious of what I was doing. But I've been down there in that room plenty of times. We have to do daily inspections on them, and never anything up until that one time, which we have had plumbing companies coming out here and other boiler companies coming out here to take a look. And at one point, we do have a guy that said he's never coming back because they have seen people walk into the old coal room.
Last year when we started this, we were at the Renwick Mansion in Davenport. I was giving a presentation on one side of the house, and on the other side, divided by hallway, was a sitting room where my wife was. And she was in there by herself. She was doing some work, and there was a piano behind her, and she heard the bench move. And she thought it was our two daughters who were in there with her. And she turned around to say, "Hey guys, keep it down." And there was no one there. The bench had apparently moved by itself. I did a tour of quarters 1 here about a month or so ago, however. And I got to experience what they call a cold spot. And I thought I knew what it was, but I wasn't sure. And I talked to people hosting the event after, and they told me, yeah, that's what it is. And I'm not the only one that's experienced it. But it was different, to say the least. Very different. It's great to tell people things about our folklore for the ghost stories and about our actual history, about these mansions and the people who built them, and see the looks on people's faces go, wow, I didn't know that. It never ceases to entertain me.
This is the house of the man who started Bettendorf. To be able to be so close to an actual historic landmark really is cool. I don't think people really fully know how to appreciate that. It's a really big privilege to be able to work somewhere like this and have this piece of history attached to us.